Fire in the hole! Let's cook some turkey drumsticks. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. Hey, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to one of those big theme parks like the one where they have the mouse? You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to say the name, Disney. But have you seen people walking around those places with something like a big old turkey? Look at the size of that thing. A big old turkey drumstick that's been smoked to perfection, and they're just chowing down on them, walking around the park chowing down on them, and you thought to yourself, whoa, those look good. Maybe you've even had one. Well, let me tell you what. You can make that yourself at home. I'm going to show you how. All you need to do is get some of this stuff here. This is Prague powder number 1, also known as pink curing salt. And you only need a teaspoon of that in your bowl. That's this stuff right here. It's pink stuff. Then you need two teaspoons of kosher salt and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Get that in there. Then I've got a cup of warm water that I'm going to pour in there. And the reason the water is warm is so that those solids will dissolve in there and make this cure for these turkey drumsticks. And I'm just going to whisk it all together, get it to dissolve. You'll know when it's dissolved because it'll turn into this brown looking liquid right here, just like that. Then I'm going to get my huge turkey drumsticks in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to pour this stuff in. I got a huge Ziploc bag here, one of these big old bags. I'm going to get my giant turkey drumsticks in there. These things are humongous. Look at that thing. It's gigantic. Anyway, I'm going to get that in the Ziploc bag. This is a 2-gallon bag. The 1-gallon bag wasn't big enough to hold 2 of these things. And this is this recipe is to make 2 of these giant turkey legs. You see, there's one. Let me get the other one. So I got 2 of these giant turkey legs. We're going to get them both in that bag, like that. Then I'm going to give that mixture a stir. That the curing liquid is what it's called. Stir that up a bit. Make sure everything's dissolved. Then I'm going to pour that in this bag, if I can, without spilling it. There you go. Get that all in there. We're going to get the air out of the bag. Zip that baby up. Get the air out of it. Get that thing in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow we'll come back and we'll smoke these giant turkey drumsticks up, just like they have at Disney. So stay tuned. My humongous turkey drums have been in the brine all night, and you can see that the meat has taken on a kind of a different color from the normal color, and I patted them dry with a paper towel. Now this is counterintuitive to what my buddy Ken is always saying. You know Ken from Heavy Metal Barbecue. In fact, I'll put an iCard up there if you can go visit Ken. Ken says that smoke sticks to cold, wet meat. That's like his mantra. And I have to agree. I think smoke sticks to cold, wet meat. But this recipe calls for drying the turkey drums off with a paper towel. Anyway, I got some cherry wood in the pit barrel. We're going to drop these in there and smoke them for about 2.5 to 3 hours till we get an internal temperature between 165 and 170 degrees. And then we'll come back and take a look at them and drink a beer and have a taste of these humongous turkey drumsticks. So stay tuned. My turkey drumsticks are done. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, star of the show. Here's today's beer. This is Tropic Thunder Lager from the Stone Brewing Company. Tropical Lager, 5.8 alcohol. Should be good. I never had a bad beer from Stone Brewing Company yet. So let's find out. Let's pour this out. It's a lager, which is not something I usually get. I usually get an IPA or a double IPA, but today we're having a lager. A lager is a different style of beer from IPA. I believe it's top fermented or possibly bottom fermented. I can't remember the difference right now while I'm thinking about it. Probably says it on the can. Imagine you set sail for a tropical island. Okay, well, yeah. Tropical Thunder Lager from Stone Brewing Company. Looks pretty good. Let's take a sniff of it. Lassa, what do you think? Look at that beer. Isn't that beautiful? It smells great. You could smell tropical notes in a lager, which is very unusual. Usually you get that in an IPA. Let's take a taste of it, Lassa. Let's quaff the froth off it, baby. What do you think? That is delicious. You can taste the tropical notes in it. It's excellent. You know what? Let me get my these huge turkey things over here and get a taste of it. So stay tuned. Now you probably thought I was going to grab one of these like a caveman and just take a huge bite out of it. Well, you're wrong. I'm going to take my knife and cut a sliver of it off because I want to show you the color of that thing. It almost looks like ham. I can't wait to taste it. I can't wait to put this in my mouth. Oh my goodness. That is so juicy and delicious, I can't tell you. That's excellent. Now I know what all the fuss is about. Oh, it actually tastes like ham. Wow. Babies, what a great recipe this is. You gotta try it. Sorry, I'm doing it again, talking with my mouth full. But this is delicious and juicy and delicious as it can be. And anyway, you gotta try it. Boy, that's good. Hey, you know what I always say? If you like this crap, please subscribe. I say it every time. If you don't, go up and see my buddy Ken, Heavy Metal Barbecue. He lives by the motto, smoke sticks to cold, wet meat. Well, here's proof, Ken, that you don't have to have cold, wet meat. And I tell you what, this stuff is so juicy. When I went to pierce it with my thermometer, it like sprung a leak. Let me see if it'll do it again. Yeah, you see that? Can you see that? I stuck my thermometer in it, and the juice just started springing out of it. So yeah, that's an awesome recipe. Y'all got to try it. Give it a try. Subscribe to me. Go up and subscribe to Ken, Heavy Metal Barbecue. The guy's got more mods than you can shake a stick at. He mods every grill he owns. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. And this Stone Tropic Thunder is excellent. Okay, babies. Bye.